Hey, what are we doing today? Well, before we get started on the Zelkovas, I wanted to tell you what I have going now. I reconfigured the seating so that I could teach 2 students at a time safely. The distance, so 6 feet, I have between me and a student over here and a student over there, and there's a 6 feet opening there. Now, we're supposed to have our masks, but I think a lot of the companies that are so-called selling masks are... I got this cool bandana that I had picked up maybe about a half a year ago, but they say that we could use these if we go out in public. Well, I haven't been out in public for weeks. I think the last time I left was Sunday morning at 7 o'clock to go get gasoline for my lawnmower. The lawnmower is using more gas than my car because I'm not going anywhere. The project today is these 3 Zelkovas. So if this was a class, you could see that everybody is at least 6 feet apart. But, well, I'll just go ahead and get started. So this will be our before and after session, except I threw in a little bit of my gripe. So anyway, let's get started on our project for today. Okay, so this has not been touched since it came out of dormancy. So the first thing I'm going to do is to take these really big ones out, right? And then slowly open up the inside. So let me go ahead and do that and get back to you. Oh, the only thing I did was I got rid of all those very vigorous growth, and it more or less has a shape. Well, you know, I already know that this one has a great shape because it's already in a mica pot. But the next step is to go in and open it up so we could see the structure. Okay, is this it? No, this is just my first round after coming out of dormancy. Now that it's opened up, you can sort of see the shape. I'll be able to get sunlight in here and trigger the important branches that's really close. So, no, I would think that there's probably at least 2 more before it starts to really look like a decent bonsai. So this is what I have to do with all 3 of them. Just kind of a rough, get the sunlight in and get ready for the next pruning, which could be in 2-3 weeks. Here's the next one. Same procedure. I'll get rid of all these very vigorous and then get in and thin it out. Let's go ahead and get these very vigorous ones out of the way first. And then to opening it up to see what kind of structure we got in there. You know, Zelkova is one of the toughest plants, and I have these people from Chico, which is in the Central Valley further north, and they get hot. Well, they get hot like us, maybe a little bit higher, but what they lack is the delta breeze. Over here, it gets hot, but quite often we have this called the delta breeze, so in the evening it cools down. And that makes a world of difference in terms of the bonsai and humans. When it's hot through the night, it's really hard for them to recover. But evidently the Zelkova works really good there because they sure do buy a lot of my Zelkovas from Chico. I bet you it'll be good in Vegas too. Anyway, if you're hot and you need something tough, this is it. Here we go. See? They'll eat the aphids and stuff like that. They're the good guys. Is this finished? No, it's not. Just like the other one. We're trying to get the inside to become very active. I don't know if you noticed, but on the inside is smaller leaves. So cutting off these big ones, putting sunlight in here, in another 2-3 more pruning, you'll look really good as a bonsai because the leaves become proportional too. So anyway, I'm going to stop on this one here and put it back in full size. Third one, and basically the same thing. Take off all those big things and then open it up so you could start to see the inside. So I'll just go ahead and do that and show you the finished product. Okay, I'm almost done here. You can see that there's a lot of good shape in there. Now this lower part is not as important because they'll just help to fatten that trunk and actually protect it from sunburn that could happen. Although these are quite tough, so it's not as worrisome as some of the other plants. But anyway, this is where I want to be about now. So we get sunlight, get this interior to get really strong, and these smaller leaves as being the permanent. So it's not much to it. Let's try something a little different today on my sign off. This will be my point of view when I'm teaching the class. So this will be the demo piece that I would be working on if I were. And then my student A will be over there, right? And student B will be over there. And so that's what I've been doing. I have this 6-foot stick. And then I would say, hey, maybe you want to take this off, take this one off. I wish we could be a little closer, but we want to be in compliance. So that's what we've been doing. And actually, it worked out fairly well. I don't think it's going to work with new students, but people that's been with me a while, all they wanted to know is just little this and little that, okay? So anyway, we're trying to stay in compliance, yet get started. Hopefully, all of you are staying safe. I'm doing fairly well. This is the first week that we could kind of open these type of business. So what I did was I have it sold by appointment only. Make sure that we don't get a mad rush of people here at the same time, which is ridiculous because this business never had a mad rush. But anyway, I'm trying to keep everybody safe, students and potential customers. So anyway, this is Hiro saying goodbye. I'll see you again real soon. Oh yeah, Chuck came by yesterday. You know, remember Chuck? He's my, he evaluates my videos. Actually, I don't even want him to, but he does anyway. But anyway, he came and bought a Zelkovas because he's running out of things to do with all this lockdown. Anyway, so this is Hiro saying goodbye. I'll see you again real soon in another chapter. So this has been the 3 Zelkovas. They were probably in the 30-year-old range, give or take 5 years on these. But it's getting quite old. Stay safe, everybody.